Sun Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tennessee Titans. Tannehill to throw on the first play. And incomplete to open things up.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. Here comes Rager. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Cousins. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
That's going to be a good matchup for him, using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. K.J. Osborne, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing is Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. And that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. In trouble, and he's taken down. They called the corner blitz, and Roger McCreary, he got in there and earned the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On third down, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. That one caught downfield. It's Hooper. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
And it's caught. And it's a Titans touchdown. Austin Hooper from 8 yards out. And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Bullet good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Do your thing. It's showtime, baby. Take it to the. Let's be perfect. Let us dictate. Let's rock and roll, baby. We're gonna rock and roll. Let's get it done. He's worth the touchdown, baby. That's how we eat. Let's go, man. Let's go, man.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Off the play fake, Cousins. And Cook has it, left side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Cousins. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. That one goes for 8 yards.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
Cousins now from the 50.
Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Play action now. Cousins. And his pass incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Now Cousins here on the bootleg.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the 10-yard line, here's 2nd and goal. Now Cousins.
But going back to the same well, it's Hockenson again.
Touchdown, Vikings!
T.J. Hockenson
from 10 yards out.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
What's the deal, y'all? take it to the house. Make plays, y'all. Make plays. Let's get things up. Let's take it. This is where you step up. Right here, baby. Let's hit it. Get it, baby. That's right. They gotta walk out.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Second down, they go again with Henry, and he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Tannehill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. On play action, Cousins. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Play fake, Cousins. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
To throw is Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They go play action. Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Cousins gives way to Cook.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook.
A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings have taken the lead.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Tannehill.
He gets it to Burks again.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 41, Tannehill looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Phillips.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Tannehill. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. To the air again, Tannehill.
It's complete. Burks.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Tannehill. The quick slant caught. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Titans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A 1st down throw for Cousins.
And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And now out comes Minnesota.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Off the play fake, Cousins. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Now Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Osborne. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Let's go, man. Let's go. He's supposed to catch that, man.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Cousins again. He'll dump this off to Cook.
Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Here's Cook again.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked out by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Henry again on second down.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Inside handoff, Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Again, it's Henry. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Haven't met a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
You want to put together a long drive? You've got to be able to convert on third down, and they've done exactly that on this one. Sure enough, came up with another conversion right there.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now Tannehill.
Over the middle into the hands of Burks.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Bullock's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
One play at a time, baby. Anytime that ball comes to me, I'm trying to take it to the sky. Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. On second down, it's Cook again.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. 1st down, Vikings.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On play action, Cousins.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
Again, it's Cook. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. Cousins got his man complete over the middle. It's Osborne. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The kick by Joseph is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Let's go, y'all. Playmaker, step up. Let's go.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Here's Trenton Cannon on the return from his end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Flush to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this defense has to feel good because they've now brought down one of the faster quarterbacks in the game multiple times. That defensive unit, they're letting us all know they get paid too. They're no slouches themselves.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tannehill. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Open man is Burks, and he's got him.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. Give them 18 on the play.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Tannehill. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the 1st as well.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the 1st down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Tannehill. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Keep our boys. This is your game, baby.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met it.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. From the 29, Cousins.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Cousins on 1st down.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. They'll look to throw. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's rock and roll, baby. Do your thing. Let's go now. Let's go. Give us some. Give us some. Let's go. Let's go. Man, I've seen that play already. Let's do this, man. Play a little aggressive, baby. Hey, let's roll like that. Come on with it, man. Let's ride, dog.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Tannehill. Open man, Westbrook-Akine.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Tannehill.
And right side, Henry's got it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here's Tannehill.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Now Tannehill.
And this complete to Henry over the middle.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Tannehill to throw.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.